Hello, good afternoon, traders. This is Baha Pips, and today I'm going to be trading the Euro US dollar on the 1 minute chart. It's currently August 10th, 2023. It is Thursday, 3:49 p.m. Eastern China time. And you can see in front of you, I have a sell on the Euro US dollar. I wasn't going to record this session, but I figured I will just because I have some time. This may be my last week of live recordings. After that, I'm going to just go a little rogue and just continue to enjoy this journey by myself. But I'll be sending y'all some updates periodically throughout my journey. For those of you that's been following me, you've seen my journey, wins and losses for the past year and some change off the 1 minute chart. And the past, this whole summer, I've been winning. So I'm glad I've been able to show y'all that. And even my losses, I take accountability. And you can all see how I manage my positions. The best traders are also the greatest losers. So I show y'all how I trail my stops, manage my positions. And today's no different. Kind of stuck in a little congestion right now, which is when I just started recording, I got in this trade about, it's been going on for several minutes, probably over 10 minutes. Let me see. Got into this short over here. So about 20 minutes ago, or about 17 to 20 minutes ago. And yeah, it's been moving sideways. So I was trailing my stop. Originally, I had a 4-pip stop loss. I'm going for a 10-pip target. So that's 2.5R. And I'm going for a top formation. You can see now I was able to trail that stop about 0.5R. I had a 4.6-pip stop loss. So I've reduced my stop by half, 50% off because of price action as of recently. So that's also awesome because if you're able to manage your trades like that, you're literally already reducing your risk before the trade even tells you you're wrong. And that requires a lot of advanced reading. It's extremely difficult to do, and you have to have the experience to actually be able to trade like that. So I'm finally getting that confidence. I apply uncertainty with certainty. Certainty is my expectation. I wouldn't enter a trade without an expectation of an exit. And then uncertainty is basically my stop loss and trailing stop. If something doesn't work out as according to plan, then I get out. Right now, y'all can see in real time, I'm going to trail my stop loss just in case. I do have certainty it's going to hit. I'm going to trail it to 1.4 pips, so almost risk-free at this point. If price does go up against my current position and whip me out, it's pretty much probably either going to reverse or go into a range again. And I don't want to take any trades doing that. So it is good to see it's taken off to the downside, but I'm still very uncertain with the move. It's still kind of moving a little bit slow. I would like to see more of a vertical dive towards my exit. And right now we're kind of drifting sideways. So I am pretty much prepared to get out at moment's notice. But I always leave a little bit of space. If I wanted to do it aggressively, my trailing stop would be at my entry right now. But I always want to give it a little bit of space just because I'm still kind of this rule is still new to me. So if a rule is new to me, it's basically routine to give it a little bit of space for my entries and exits, just so I can apply that rule. And over the course of the next several weeks, that rule will become solidified in my system. That's what I call forward testing. I actually enjoy forward testing more than back testing. When I do back test, it's usually on the weekends, and there's a lot of conflict in the back test because it's not in real time market conditions. So I'm moving the bars a lot faster and pausing in certain areas before I take the trade. And there, it's all pretty much steady and fixed, the movement. You can see now it looks like it's possibly going to reverse. So I might just take this 0.2R loss, 0.02R, so or 0.2R. So about a 0.25% loss is what I'm risking right now, 1.4 pips. My original stop loss was for 4.6, so I was able to get a nice little bargain on my exit if it doesn't go in my favor. But we'll see. I'm not sure. It's like I said, I don't know where the market's going, and I don't predict. But I did have an entry based off of what I believed it was going to do at the time, and in real time, the market kind of makes up its own mind and does whatever it wants. There's other factors that I may not know of right now, and that's why I always have a stop loss. If someone's trading without a stop loss, I don't know. You're either the greatest trader in the world or you're capping. Definitely need a stop loss. But yeah, I'm gonna get out shortly if this is not happening right now. It's moving on up again. It's like the pullbacks have been a little bit deep compared to the actual move. The magnitude of this drop is weak. The velocity of the sellers is extremely weak. We're just getting out of a range that's been chopping up for the past 20 minutes, and it's still kind of pulling back. So I don't really like what I'm seeing. And because of that, I might just sit aside and wait a little bit. Let's follow up in just a moment. We could be bottoming out, and that's also just a little concern of mine. This is why my stop is where it's at. Like I said, I would have a little bit more tighter and more aggressive right now, but we shall see. I like to have it in an area though where I'm confirmed that I'm definitely not going to continue holding it. And where it's at right now, it's telling me absolutely not, do not hold any more shorts for the time being. I would need to see the most recent swing lows of the past 20 minutes taken out again if we're going to go short. It is predominantly a bullish market right now. As you can see from 8:15 all the way through 10:51, it is still bullish. So that is something just to look out for. So we could be resuming the uptrend again, and this down wave might be a little bit over. I would like to get out, but through time and experience, I'll be able to get out a little bit tighter. But right now, I just still a little concerned. There we go. I'm probably going to opt out of this trade any moment now. It looks like it's moving on up now. So just wait a minute. I'm going to let it hit my stop rather than manually close. I'm still pretty fresh with these rules. So I added new rules as of like a couple days ago. So I have some fresh rules that I have to adapt to. That's why I'm like telling y'all something, but like saying that I'm giving it some more space. So if you see, all right. So we're gonna see what's going on. What I'm risking right now, 1.3 pips, so literally not that much, a quarter of what I originally was risking. Just about. Let's see what's up. Mm-hmm. Might be a false break lower, so I'm prepared to get out. Just don't want to keep it too tight. Give it that space due to the fact that it's a new rule. Always keep it generally safe. Right now, the reward is much greater than the risk. So I don't want to close it on out right now because if I do, I'm only collecting the same amount that I'm risking right now. And that's nothing. I'd rather just shoot my shot. I've already been doing pretty well for the trade management standpoint. Just gonna wait. It is grindy as heck right now. Y'all can see that. Very, very grindy. It's 3:59, so we got 1 minute left in the hour. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see if this plays out. If not, excellent defense, amazing trade management. I've improved since last week, since yesterday and the day before. So I pat myself on the back for playing good defense, even if it's a loss, because it was a good trade. It was a good setup. It was solid, and it's just not doing what I expect it to do, and that's totally fine. You're not going to win all of your trades, and when you do lose, how are you going to react to the markets? So yeah, we'll see what happens. Looks like it's probably going to hit that stop. You see, I can already call it and say, okay, it's probably going to hit it. It hit that little area right there where if I was aggressive, I'd be out right now, but I'm a little bit conservative with my exits, so let me just let it actually hit the stop because that's where I placed it. If I was uncertain, it would have hit that stop, and who knows, that could be a false breakout. That could be a liquidity grab where it's going for the spread. The spread is pretty even right now. It's like 0.4 pips, but it could be anything. So I'd like to just follow up and see what's going on. If it's 0.4 pips, I want to have it just right there, just because I'm looking right here. It's 10, and then you got 10.4. So I always do like 1 pip plus a spread just to keep that distance. So yeah, we'll see what's up. It's still floating. There's no guarantees. It's in no man's land. It's in a bunch of chop. I'm actually going to mark that up right here. I would need to see these swing lows at 1.1052 taken out before I look for another short. If not, then I'm almost like 80% likely to look for some longs back to the upside if I can get a nice 2-to-1 to the highs of the day. Just giving y'all my rundown for the next scenario. If we reverse right here. Of course, I would love to see something, but I don't hope. I just have uncertainty. That's my stop loss and trailing stops, and I have an expectancy. So I'm never certain, but I'm always uncertain, and I have expectations based off of my triggers. So that's kind of how I navigate the market, so I can keep emotions fully out of it and trade 100% mechanically. Uncertainty plus expectancy equals no emotions. If you have certainty, I know it's going to go here, then you're going to have more reason to try to defend a losing position rather than get out when you're supposed to. Defense is not saying, I'm in a short, I'm supposed to keep winning. No, defense is, I'm in a short, but it's not looking so good. This is the reason why. Let me trail this stop. That's defense. Not, I'm going to move the stop backwards, and give me more space. It's not defense. Big difference. Right now, if we can keep on following through to the downside, I'm actually going to I want to trail this higher, but there's no need for me to trail it higher yet. I need to see it take out some lows. But it isn't an ideal point to keep my stop. I love to see this, I know exactly where I'm getting out. So if it goes above and hits 1.10117, I'm going to get out at a 0.2 R loss. Totally fine. I've been trading for about 30 minutes now, and this is the only move I've seen. Before that, I didn't trade London Open, but before that, there was a nice buy. There was a nice northbound move, and I missed it because I wasn't trading at the time. I decided on trading 30 minutes into the hour. It's totally fine, and this is what I'm getting. So yeah, just non-news weeks. This is a week where there's not much high impact. There is U.S. interest rates or inflation happening later on. So, that could be, a catalyst moving event that could give us more liquidity. I could trade the U.S. session during that time. That's something I should have opted to do, but today I didn't even think about it. I said, hey, I'm gonna trade the London, and this is what I'm getting. So I'm gonna take what I get. Maybe next time these days come around, if there's higher impact news in the U.S. session, I might just wait. It's just today my schedule. I have to trade London because I won't be around for U.S. And yeah, I want to end the day a little bit earlier. So you have that freedom, that choice to choose when you want to trade and when don't want to trade. There was enough movement in the session, so I did trade. Give you all the little heads up, but it's looking kind of grindy right now. I do see a possible bottom formation occurring right now, so we could be moving on up, and if so, I'm going to look for the next pullback to get in on a long. Just giving y'all that little heads up. We are bottoming out right now, so if we don't go down rather soon, I'm not going to discriminate this trade. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to look for some longs. Yeah, because right now we're triggering, so I'm going to close out close to break even because, like I said, we're triggering. So I take a 0.1R loss. It's totally fine. That's what I mean by defense. So I was close to break even. If I closed out a little bit sooner, I would have been at break even. But it's okay. I was a little too slow. But yeah, 0.1R loss. Lost like $50. Completely fine, y'all. I'm going to keep on trading. Ooh, look at that. Nice pop on up. So I'm going to wait for the pullback, and I'm going to go for a long. So we're getting the bottom formation right now. It's a reversal back to the highs of the day. So give me a moment. Might be seeing some new daily highs soon. It's going to give you all that little heads up shortly. That was great defense. That's what I mean. And imagine if my stop loss was still at the full 4.5 pips. It would have been hit, and I would have lost the whole 1R. So that's what I mean by play great defense. And in the business of trading, you have to have a solid defense. If you don't, you're gambling. You're playing with fire. You feel me? I should have gotten in on this long too. This was a beautiful long right here. But I was too distracted by the shorts. I should have got out a little bit sooner, but it just happened so fast. I do expect a continuation of this momentum. So we're going to see in just a moment. Depending on the pullback, I might get in right now in the next couple of minutes. Got to get a nice solid pullback. So might be able to get a nice trend continuation north. I'm going to let y'all know shortly. That's my next scenario. Or we can break out the highs of the day and then start pulling back. But I need to see something. So, yep. Played great defense. I saved myself almost a whole 1R, which is awesome. That's what I mean. Like, pat yourself on the back for playing good defense. It's not always going to look perfect, So, if I was wrong, I played amazing defense. And believe it or not, playing good defense, you're also training yourself to read the markets more correctly. Because when you're able to take accountability and say, hey, I'm wrong, I wasn't supposed to go there, or hey, it's becoming wrong, it's slowing down. Once you're able to start seeing that, hey, I trailed my stop and I said, hey, I'm going to be wrong here. And as I was trailing it, I was also now playing defense, as in I'm looking at the other end, at the buyer side, as to why I'm building a profile, market profile as to why the buyers may actually have a good buy. And that all permitted me to take a nice, exit ahead of time, save me money. And next time that does happen, I could probably get out a little bit more aggressively, like I was saying, at break even, and look for a possible buy and get the price on up north. There's a lot of things that I can do. I see an area where I could trail my stop. There's a lot of things that I can do on the buying side in case of that scenario. Now, it's a little small. I wouldn't recommend trading like me if you're not on this 1 minute time frame busting it down daily. This is just comes from a long time's worth of training. But yeah, right now it does not look too bullish. I mean, it's very bullish, but it doesn't look like a good trigger. I need to see those swing highs of 10, 17 taken out, 10, 15. Gotta see those swing highs taken out. I was gonna trade silver today. I was gonna take some shorts, but it looked like it started reversing, and I'm so glad I didn't because I would have took a loss. Yeah, the 5 minute just didn't look good. It looked kind of ugly, so I left it alone. So I didn't take any swing trades today actually because all the swing trades look a little garbage. This I called this one out. I said it was possibly going to go back down or resume its downtrend, but we're still in a tight range there. So this one I didn't want to buy it because we weren't fully going up. We are going up. It is a nice solid breakout, but to me, I just didn't really see the reason to like pull back occurred. It was a little deep, and those swing highs are right there. So this is still bullish. Looks like it's still going up, but for me at least, I just wasn't triggered in, and it just looks a little choppy, grindy. So I'll leave it alone. Yeah, Euro USD looks like it's reversing again. Not full reversal. It looks like a nice deep pullback that I could possibly buy in on if we get a little bit. You know, it's a little bit of a pullback, but I need to see a small enough trigger candle. So I'm gonna just wait. Just a little bit of a wide stop loss that I would need, and it's not good for a trade north. So I need to see a smaller pullback. Enter a long one. Just give me a moment. So I wouldn't buy it off of this alone. To me, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. I'm gonna leave it alone. I would need like a 3.8, and those highs are just right there. So I'm gonna wait for either a breakout, a nice clear move, or I need a smaller pullback. I would like to see it continue dropping. I'm also not bearish because the top formation that I'm seeing right now is invalid. Show y'all with my cross here. When I'm recording, it could be a little bit slow, the movement, a little bit of a lag, but there's a possible top formation, but it's triggering outside of that order range, and I don't want to short it because of that. But yeah, and I still wouldn't buy this. It's still a little bit questionable. I'm looking at these swing highs still at 10.15. I would like to see 10.15 swing highs taken out before I go long. I need it to be broken and a nice solid pullback. Or this pullback needs to get a little deeper, the current one of the past 5 minutes. Those of you that's been following up with my videos, I appreciate y'all. You can see the true clarity, in depth of my trading. So we are getting that little pullback. It's outside of that order range. The order range is around 1.10, 117, where I drew that horizontal line. That was a breakout. Let's see. Yeah, right here, 1.10, 117. That was a breakout. So I needed to see something, and I don't. So still waiting, y'all. Requires a lot of patience because you may not get what you expect. I would have took profit if I were looking for that long. I'll show y'all right now. So if I did get in that long at an ideal point, it would have been right around here, around 11 o'clock. 3 pip stop loss for 6 pip target at least, and it hit 7.2. So that was 2.5 R. I would have gotten out 1 bar aggressive trailing stop. So just giving y'all that little heads up. It's hitting that moving average. There's a 14 EMA right there. So Maybe we get a nice little bounce or movement off of this. No guarantees, but now we are deep enough for a 4 to 5 pips high, so I'm willing to go long. Just giving y'all that little heads up. Depending on how deep this is, I think I can get smaller than 4 pips, so I'll be able to bring my lot size up to 9 standards, but right now I need to see at least, can't be too deep of a pullback because we're only going to have like 4.7 pips to go. It needs to be smaller than 2.5, I think. It's like 2.8. And it's questionable, but it's possible. I could take a long, break those highs. Just give me a second. It's questionable, but it's possible. Give it a moment. Okay. We have a false breakout south, I believe. I'm not guaranteed. 3.5 pips stop loss, and I'm going to go for 7 target. A little outside these highs. We are bullish for the day, but yeah, you see that? It's just a little bit concerning. It's not exactly a 2 to 1, so this may or may not hit. It's a little bit of I'm pushing it just a little bit, you know. I don't really like that entry. I undermined it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Shall see. 3.3, so I need to get like 6 to 7 pip target. Waiting for this next bar right here would have been a better entry, but yeah, you know, I tried like 2.8. That's kind of what I was aiming for, but yeah, we'll see. There we go. Trying to stop 3 pips, trying to reduce my risk as much as possible. Wrong, I'm wrong. Still gonna go for the 8. Maybe I get out a little bit sooner. We'll see what's up. I'll be trailing my stop loss along the way. It is a good entry. I do like this setup, so I'll stick with it. And I'll let y'all know if I decide on trading a little bit longer than an hour today, or if I'm gonna just cut it at an hour, call it a one and done. I do still have the rest of my day to go about. I'm not greedy with the markets. I know that at certain days I could trade longer. Once again, I choose when I want to trade. Yesterday I traded for 2 hours. It was actually 2 hours and 15 minutes, but my trade window was about 2 hours. Today it's just a little bit under an hour. 45 minutes so far. But yeah, I like the way everything's looking. I was able to reduce my risk just a little bit, as y'all can see. Now it's 3.1, so I'm risking about 0.8 R. Still got a long ways to go before target is hit, but I'm going to be just trailing my stop. So we got a nice follow through, break these in the most recent highs. I'm going to trail it real close to break even. Just giving y'all that little synopsis. That's how you know somebody's really telling the truth, because if you don't see this online with the traders you're following, you should ask them the questions, why aren't they doing what I'm doing, and show them my video. Like, win or lose, like, can you commentate price action the entire way? Like, that's a skill that, you know, requires time and effort to really master. And I still haven't mastered trading, but at least I can read price action fluently in front of y'all. And just like a regular course or session, class, class is in session. Take your notepads out, check the recording, take it seriously. Just because I'm going to do with my type of demeanor on the other side of the screen don't mean that I can't teach you something. So, that's why a lot of people are failures, because they want to be quick to judge people based off their background, and they don't really. They want a specific ideal type of person, type of image to pop up for them to take seriously. But because I don't have like high degrees and economics and stuff, I actually did go to college for economics, but I dropped out. But because I don't have high degrees and all these things, I don't really seem like the credible type of guy. But it's also about who you believe and what you believe in, you know. It's not everything is going to be clear. real soon I want to trail this stop. I'm actually going to get it a little bit more aggressive, 3 pips. And as you can see, as I start trading more and longer, I develop that intuitive knowledge where I can be like, I definitely can move it here. I can get a little bit more aggressive. But as of today, I don't want to get too aggressive just because, like I said, I'm still fresh and I'm a newbie to my new rules. I've applied new rules as of like 2 days ago. So I have to just forward test this in real time and see it actually, okay, I can get away with putting my stop here. I may not get away with putting it there. This might be too tight. This might be too loose. So I'm still experimenting with things, but I have enough. There we go. Reduce my risk immediately to half of what it was just at, 1.7 R, 1.7 pips. So that's about 0.5 R. Beautiful, right? Risk-free, break even. See that, right? This is skill, y'all. Give me that. So y'all see that? Now anything below this candle, so I'm up by 0.5 R right now. Anything below this candle, I'm getting out. That's what I mean by skill, y'all. Wow. Okay. So I can go for that, but right now I'll tell y'all what we're currently up by. And that happens really quick, by the way. Currently up five pips. I can go for 1 R and close it on out, but this is a new high broken. I want to see the magnitude of thrust. So I'm going to hold through it because I've been seeing it's been bullish all day. If I'm wrong, I'll get out at 0.5 R win. So that'll bring my daily P&L to 0.4 R for the day. Everything has been documented in front of y'all so you can see in real time. I'm very transparent and truthful and honest with y'all because I this is my life. This is my business. Like, I have to do this for a living for the next 15, 35, 40 years. So if I'm lying to y'all, it's only going to hurt me, So I'd rather just tell the truth, like show y'all like the grit of the journey. And those of y'all that are actually following, you can see like I'm just paying it forward back to the community, right there. I'm collecting about 0.8 R, 0.8 R at least. So it goes against me. I am getting out because that means it broke out, pulled back, failed. I'm reading intermittent, by the way, so that's why I'm even saying the things I'm saying. It's literally intermittent. So that's advanced. That's not even on this time frame. Like that, my edge is not found on the 1 minute. It's deeper. But yeah, so 0.8 R, I'll get out. Trailing stop is utilized and everything is accounted for. But if we get that nice pop, that's a bonus. That's a reward. We go for my 2.5 or even more. We'll see. I'm just gonna go for 2.5. Let me get 2.6 just because I got that little 0.1 loss. So let me get a little 2.6 up in there. And yeah, all I'm doing now is following the trend. You can see price action actually play out in real time too. That's the benefit of watching my videos. I'm surprised. Like, I'm not too surprised, but like, it's a little upsetting seeing the world like ignore me. Like they're like, now I'm up by 1 hour. They're like, yo, this dude, I be posting this stuff all the time, and the public, they just turn a blind eye. Like I said, like I don't get many views on my YouTubes and stuff. I just be sitting there like, y'all tripping. Like this is real life, Okay, 1.5 R. I'm up 2 R right now. Let's see if it compares through that. If not, I'll take the 1.5 R. 6 pips. That's 1.5 R, y'all. Hey, give me that. Okay, so it's under 1 hour. I'm done. 1.4 R for the day. Y'all been able to see 2 trades. I gotta mark up my trading view now, upload this to YouTube, and it's gonna take like another 30 minutes or so. So then I gotta go to the gym and get some dinner, get some fresh air as well, and enjoy the rest of my day. It's Thursday, so I expect more coming out of here, but I'm gonna just look at it later in the day in hindsight and see if I would take the triggers preceding this. But great day, awesome day. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Good luck on your trading. I knew I should have kept it under the most recent bar. I would have hit my 2.5, but it's all good. Just a little enhancements I got to make to my strategy later on, and that's just something I'm gonna learn over time. But yeah, y'all have a great day and happy trading. Trade safe, and hopefully y'all took a lesson from my video. See, I would have my 2.5 would have been hit. All good, all good, all good, y'all. Matter of fact, this let me do the recalculations because this might have been I might have been wrong with my calculations. So I might have been aiming for 3R because let's just do this real quick. My initial entry was right here, but I wanted to enter right here, and my stop loss was like 3 pips. But because I gave it a little space to start off with, was what I did. But initially, the stop loss, like I told you on real time, was 3 pips, and I was aiming for at least six pips is right here. So by the time I got up here, it hit my stop loss. So that's 2R. So I'm actually up by 1.9R for the day because, like I said, I gave it a little bit more space, and then my entry, because it's my broker, I don't get exactly at the exact area I will want to, so I always do an estimate. But that entry was on point. I wanted to buy right above this bar. Y'all seen it in real time. Rewind the video, but it was a little bit off because my trigger finger ain't clicking right. And then my stop loss, I want to keep it right below, but my magnification is not that great. So give or take, give it 2R. I'm gonna give myself that 2R because of you know, it is what it is. Y'all seen it in real time where it was at. So let me just correct it. Not 1.5R, it's 2R. Um, I'm up 2R for the day. Y'all seen that. Stop loss was not that far. It was because of the spread and then the fact that the broker, it fills me in because it's a market order. It fills me in at the next best price. So unless I'm buying it before that happens, I'm getting filled in like up here. And yeah, but it was technically 2R, so give or take. I always do an estimate, but yeah, y'all have a great day. This would have been a nice 3 to 4R trade, by the way, if I kept trailing it. That's why you utilize your trailing stop, because if you're a great loser and you could trail your stops in defense mode, when it's offensive, you can expand your targets. So this target could have been expanded, like I was just doing, and you can trail your stop still and still be collecting along with the trend. That's when the trend is your friend. So hopefully you learned a lot from my videos. It's another day. I'm gonna stop recording live soon. Like the world's gonna have to figure it out on their own. But hey, you want some mentorship? Links below in the bio in my description box. I offering some private coaching, some few individuals that actually take it seriously. Hit me up. You know, I'm not always gonna be teaching. I'm not always gonna be coaching, and I'm not always gonna be sharing my charts. So yeah, don't miss out on opportunity. If you really want to learn and you really fucks with me, hit me up. All right, y'all. Peace.